Ete from kwa baba Tröゥblé TV na message send na oba channel so hit adoma na subscribe so me do pin the latest news content abajebre no saka bi na ye bobra ensem de ma ete fun so hwe wa kasa show Afenyo Markins den ho akoto asemu ama Kelvin Taylor ne ne mienu paade enye agro no form wa tutu bia ma ne pa na ene no ko wi ensem no twem se uche atitrefo bi omo man mu habiti se kwami se fakan koku baako aloteje kopo adomo kire ne atoni general eye nsem bia no mu defend na dan kwakufo do no omo so ajeje omo de na ye mongram ye tie nsem no
danger your friend no say adentina okoye deal behind the scenes because na akando ebusan say the same day I okoye sa deal we oko signing illegal contract or the illegal vaccines ba Ghana no oba parliament ema ye kan World Bank sika mpo mo de maye ema ye nyina ye tena se dwendwene ho na wo ho adentina sa shake we illegality na won na committee ene middleman ya na oni omo ye deal in nchen no aden we raise sa issue ni say vaccine be say we were not in normal times. He was not thinking right. You have a madman as your health minister. Or say the reason why about parliament for about 10 hours, I'm going to discuss loans, millions of dollars. IMF New World Bank will say World Bank Modema Ghana no or team as a health minister, committee level and parliament na or tinemu a chair a detailing or say Yebusan I didn't when resist vaccine Bonia Okofabaya Oko sign deal behind the doors. HLC he was not thinking right. Still a coup for kept him. Now Afenyo Markins kwasia wait to what person defend no. You see, you never say MPP and NDC are the same. It can be that. We are Sasikano and Odukosi Hospital. In a space of about 2 years, we see hospital, a such a Ghana hospital. He's making the money. This guy, no country, and also Jais Akroma and Nanti on the streets of Ghana. Never. Yabubodam. Wagyimi. And the Okodoma a Central. Obi Oha the campaign manager. Oya kwasia. Why should Domania Onimnyansa walk to the ballot to vote for this fool? Adentra. He sat there and told them, yes, I did it. Wait, President Onimnyansa Onya Kwasiano. The next day, he's telling the Attorney General to start documenting and prosecuting this guy. And so Kwasia Chichidie wait to Jubilee House na wenyanko for garden. Oko Peace FM na kwami sefa kane kwekuba kon Kwasia for mu finguo protect Kufuado. All because they don't want NDC to come to power. Alote Jacobs ni hu finbi. Kwame na dan kahwe ne se. No nya Paula Dumoche Kwasia we. Filthy, dirty human being. And all these people are sitting on radio and TV. They are defending crime because that is where their wealth comes from. In Tietrana, ya rope, musi ye muadie. He, mujinyan kofu mu kumwa twachini. But you know the funny thing? Free committee one by now or admit say he committed a crime, no? He came to sit on TV to tell us say he did nothing wrong. Yeah. And one the part that kills my heart. Video me botcher no, he admitted. So a bokro no or a crom for or sanki kune to chene. Wajatum or free one media the corner office ko interview no or catch the gun for plain say he did nothing wrong. Ebe sinne. This fool is still working and the Odisika could be a hospital. Hey, that's what he said. Listen to him.
When I had done no wrong, but some people wanted to just push me up and put wrongdoing on me. That was about when we procured the Sputnik vaccines. I was doing that one in good faith, collaborating, had meetings. I didn't do that transaction myself alone. Then all of a sudden, you didn't come to Parliament in an emergency. No matter how I tried to explain, the health committee in Parliament would not accept nothing. At one stage, I got so down that I was even requesting that they should charge me to court because I thought that my explanations would have been accepted in court rather than in front of my own colleagues in the committee. Whether it was mischief or something, I wouldn't be able to tell. But that was what happened. Subsequently, even when that was dying down, another group in the chamber was trying to cite me for perjury, and they were asking for censor motion on me. These were times that I felt that I have done so well. I was working so hard to try to keep us alive, even in the midst of massive pandemic on the globe. Right? But despite all that, I managed to continue to do what I was doing to save lives in Ghana. And I think that was it. At the end of the day, nothing happened. I don't know what is going to happen. But I will still insist and continue to say that I did no wrong, and I never can be cited for any wrongdoing. So that is where it is. But it gave me pressure because that was in my nature. When I haven't done something and you want to impugn me formed during the pandemic.
Oh, Utieni Kasana only no waka. Or see at a point, Parliament, NDC for no, as why a bonnet, no more titin to catch your class of Monfanico court. What that is their last resort. Omonfanico sonoma me ho. Utieni Kasano, or so. Or any bibia bonibia later na NDC for no in Parliament no omo tate no say we di bonnet the why no entwa kwan mu if you say we ndi mra so or say saa time kwa no or catch omo say or tete omo mfa ne court because onim say osono maame wo ho omo nim say madam toko no wo ho o de ne court or be cleaning it up. It won they know and they have planned this and intina de bia na catch them Ghana for say so what to Obama NDC now to parliamentary ma MPP and they want to crank a I'm telling you. Me say, anytime they be a catcher must say, Sanko for deliberately, omunim do the court ne ye. And when you go, Mamicho DBDC in the history of the Republic of Ghana, you see the story? Ghana's rule of law and justice sees the worst decline in Africa over the past decade. In the last 10 years, your judiciary system is the worst in Africa. Ghana's rule of law and justice, a system that ensures that laws are applied equally and fairly to all individuals, protecting rights and preventing abuse of power, has seen the worst decline among 54 African countries over the last decade. Our court is the worst in our land and it is the most corrupt institution led by Osnomame. What do you say Kufuado will agro? J.J. Rollins told you a Kufuado will mess the court up. He told you. And that is the modus operandi of a Kufuado and the Papamo. They always use the court. In Tiandano, the chart, the evidence is clear. Ghana's court is the most corrupt. When it comes to credibility, the court is done. For the last 10 years. So technically, from the time Kufuado took over, it became crazier. And there we have no court. We have people who are familiar with each other. We have people who see themselves. There are some group of people, the law only protects. That is the court we have in Ghana today. We have a chief justice who is more partisan than her home. She is more partisan than her home, her own family. This is where we are. The statistics are there. The charts are there. Ghana Judicial Impartiality Index dropped by 30% between 2017 and 2023. It means our court is not. Our court is very partial. Let me make it simple like that. Your court is very partial. That means udu your court now. Judge not to one. Attorney General not the okono. Omadi can take your stance dada. And he said, "Otu se eye ajimamenu ka se na metete monfa menko court a onim so okwa." That court that is partial will be in his favor. So the court we have today under Tokonu, nobody should think say you go to Ghana's court today and get justice. You are crazy. Don't ever think some elections or Ghana Supreme Court or court being headed by Madam Tokonu and get justice. Why? Because they don't understand those things. Madam Tokonu herself does not even know whether she's a Ghanaian or not. She cannot even explain to you whether you are a Ghanaian or she is a Ghanaian. So she's sitting in a position she does not even understand. Because she can't tell me whether she's a Ghanaian or not. This is how politicians who are crazy, they be a catch them. When you elect a mad leader, your system will break down. Nana Dankwe Kufuado, Bawumia, they are mad. They are mad people. And all the institutions that is supposed to work is not working. When your leader is a fool, your country will deteriorate. And that is the state you are in right now. Our court is too partial. Their court has already taken stance on any case that is coming to it. And it's Afenyo Markins, because of his relationship with the Chief Justice that goes beyond politics, he's able to run quickly to the Chief Justice for the Chief Justice to prepare an application for him to present to her, for her to make sure she rules in his favor, because they have a relationship that goes beyond regular friendship. And into Chief Justice Papa Wua na Afenyo Markins agie na yaman wo onu ni fie. That is how dangerous our politics in Ghana is today. That is how dangerous. The only thing that is sustaining this government is what we call democracy. In any other country, the way our economy, our democracy is fragile, but you see, we the people still have faith. We have hope that when you get a right leader, the country recalibrate. It will reset itself. You need an intelligent leader, a leader who understands and believes in the democracy we are all practicing, a leader who will respect your view and we also respect his view. That is why we keep saying politicians are not the same. Into John Mahama Jina with him no kasa, you feel a sense of hope. Professor Nano Pokwa Jima kasa, you feel a sense of maturity and hope. Napo Jina with him no kasa, I saw a bot down. Baomia kasa I said Jimmy, it is because they are not built for this. To lead a nation, you are leading the nation not as human beings walking, you are even leading the dead. You need to be ready, fortified for that. You don't just come and say, I'm the leader of Ghana. It does not work like that. Until you are leading spiritually and physically, you need to be ready and need to be fortified. You have to have the intent to serve your people. So Wagyimi will say, my suit, yeah, frame, hey, Nana show boy, you go in there and you kill the people. You use the same thing to kill the people. And that is what we don't understand. And that is what we were expecting our spiritual fathers, our religious leaders to guide these people to understand. You don't just follow politicians. You are there to guide them. Because you can say, Dikrosua, Udi emu, de nipani emu samanfo, any emu abosom, any sebio emu hunhume womunina. So you are not just ruling physical beings. You are ruling what makes a nation a nation. The United States of America is not just US because of the people working in it. It is because of their forefathers, the right things they did, and the protection they have from their history. Yakasa history. It is the people who sacrificed to keep what you have today. So those people, if you believe that what they did was right, they are still with you. So you come to the United States, they don't underestimate the people who started or built their democracy. And that is what we are taking for granted in Ghana. Into Kwasiebia unity as obedi president, it doesn't work like that. In terms of you could see he is not fortified, he's not built for this. He sees himself as a tyrant who wants to impose himself. He needs that. Anything like respect, credibility is earned. You don't fight for it. And Akufo-Addo is fighting for credibility. He's fighting for leadership. John Mahama did not fight for leadership. He does not fight for credibility. The people look at him and they can see through his heart. You look at Professor Nana Opukwajiman and you can see that this woman represents what a woman feels. And that is what, these are the things you look out for before you hand a nation over to somebody. Now, I'm not sure what you are. What's that? Let me show you something. And this one is to all Ghanaians. And Friday, right? They say the Nimuno. Mumusa said Briny Champon. Where is Briny Champon? What Briny Champon can I sing? Ask yourself. Mumusa Briny Champon said, where is Briny Champon? We have 29 days to elections. And you're on an agent stage, you did the cancer. Mumusa said Briny Champon Wayne. Where is Briny Champon? Why is it quiet? Greed. Now, I'm sure you see this story is very important. The British High Commissioner has spoken, and has some way, men find a mistake. As some US for be released letter recently, and one diplomatically or catch them or say, my colleagues and I are told by a range of people they fear. My colleagues and I are told by a range of people they fear Ghana's 2024 elections will be less peaceful. Or say or no. And then now for almost so a diplomacy a circle cinema the other ambassadors no almost say almost shianko for the almost catch on say omunim say Ghana election way basa yene see 2022 no 2020 no the ebesi be chain way. This is the British High Commissioner. Also, on and now for no, share Ghana for any of Mankasa colleagues, no, din koma. Person Bekacha will say, Mamika Bincha, where diplomatic statement. Person Bekacha will say, research, intelligence, catch say, Ghana's government of the day, no, is willing to destroy our democracy on Kasancho, where Bruni no Kasano. As someone who I say, my colleagues and I are told by a range of people they fear Ghana's 2024 election will be less peaceful. So we read this statement now. Her colleagues and herself, other embassies of Ghana, or say they have been told by a range of people. So because you say we have been told by a range of people, it means they did their own intelligence, they did their own research. And when you are doing intelligence and research, you question people. You go down to the locals. So the response you get, and then now they finalize the with intelligence report. Into on-country say, our intelligence tells us that the government of the day will destroy this nation. The election is not going to be peaceful, no, on Kanasa, because it will be sending fear, panic, uncertainty in the country where she is working. So she will gloss her language. So unim kasa, unim diplomacy, unim communication, or catch them say the government of the day is ready and willing to destroy your country. 2024 elections, nobody should sit back. Ekufuado, Gabi Ochidako, Sanko Fowe, they want to kill more. America for naka and a UK for naka. This is dialogue, this is communication, I'm sure. And anytime a catcher will say, you don't share the power. So Uma Ekufuado and MPP to make it twebi by voting for even their MPs kakrebia, you are done. You will not get this democracy back. It's a total recall. You go in there, you vote NDC, John Mahama parliamentarian. You need to make sure you give the 100% power to the NDC. Don't give NPP any room. We have mistake now. Skirt and blouse. That democracy you are enjoying. I'm telling you. Some more space be more idea be say omo to me kakra or parliament you are done.
Edamase se wode bro de Likee TV.